Good afternoon and welcome to the West 23rd Place and Sackett Avenue Water Main Replacement Project meeting. Thank you for joining us. Please be advised this meeting will be recorded. A recording of the meeting will be available via the Cleveland Water Department YouTube channel. Please share the information with neighbors who are not available for this live broadcast. Following the presentation, you will be welcome to enter your questions in the chat. The meeting coordinator will read the questions to the project manager for response. It's now my pleasure to introduce the project manager for this project, Martin Rees.
Thank you. So we'll look at the agenda. We already had opening remarks. I'll do a project description overview. I'll talk about traffic, parking, contact information. Then, of course, we'll do questions and comments, then have closing remarks at the end. So for West 23rd Place, the total cost of the project is $526,870. The awarded contractor is Terrace Construction Company Incorporated. The construction begin date is July 21st, and the construction end date is September 12th. Next slide.
It looks the same.
Oh, my fault. Sorry. So, Sackett Avenue project center for that is the project cost is $233,900. Terrace Construction Company Incorporated is also the contract for that. July 21st is the begin date, and the construction end date is September 12th. Here we have a project overview map of West 23rd Place, going between Meyer. And then we have the Sackett Avenue, the overview of Sackett Avenue. So project features, West 23rd Place project will include installation of 725 linear feet of new 8-inch water main in West 23rd Place going from Myers Avenue to Sackett Avenue. We're going to install new service connections. We'll install new fire hydrants, and we'll also do street resurfacing from curb to curb. For Sackett Avenue, that's the installation of 310 linear feet of new 8-inch water main in Sackett Avenue from Scranton Road to about 60 feet beyond West 23rd Place. We're going to install new service connections. We're going to install new fire hydrants, and the street restoration will be curb to curb resurfacing. We'll now talk about traffic, parking, and contact information. Basically, contract will be working from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. There is a city ordinance that allows them to work to 7 p.m. That's only on a case-by-case basis. Traffic will be maintained while construction is underway. There will be no street parking allowed during work hours. Residents will be notified in advance of any traffic changes. Water service and fire protection will be maintained throughout the project. And there will be a temporary service connections maintained through the project. Once again, my name is Martin Rees. I'm a project manager. You see the contact information. We have a city inspector. His name is Aaron Clark. He'll be on site. That's his contact information. Any question, concerns, and other contacts? We have the contact for Terrace Construction Company. Tim Leap is the superintendent. Mike Gento is the project manager for Terrace. We have after hours emergency line, and also we have a Cleveland water emergency line. So that ends the presentation, this portion of the presentation. Are there any questions?
Not seeing any questions in the chat. Because we have a small group, does this group have any, you got your hand up?
Yeah, we have a few questions. So it says in the handout we were mailed that traffic will be maintained, and access to driveways will be maintained. I guess I
Yes.
was wondering how that will be possible, like, because we need to be able to drive during the day. There's West 24th Place, but it's so overgrown that's not a drivable access point for our driveway.
Mhm. So, but where are you at?
I'm trying to get the right.
Do you need the address or do you want me to?
What we're
Which
looking at, we're
ward?
doing work on what street? You're on West 23rd Place?
Yes, it's at 3300 West
Okay.
23rd.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't see, like, we
Closer.
can't avoid West 23rd Place if we're driving. So we would need West 24th Place to be a drivable street.
Well, the way we see it, West 23rd Place, where it's maintained, we're gonna maintain traffic on that street. We're not closing the street.
Okay, so
We don't plan to close the street off.
okay.
That's the big thing. And as far as access to driveways, there may be time when your driveway is blocked during construction, but just let the contractor know or our inspector know, and we'll get you in and out your driveway.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't plan. The street is not going to be closed during construction. I know it's narrow, but we don't plan to close it. We're planning to let traffic through. We necessarily have flaggers out there to get traffic through. Just have to be, cognizant there is work going on. There's work going on there.
To get out of our house.
Will you be staging your equipment on those particular roads when you're working on each one?
We'll probably be like stage equipped, like in the construction area. But if they have to, they'll have another place to stage the equipment and their materials also. But like I said, we'll work, but I will say this, we'll do everything we can to, make this as well, as painless as possible. We know it's going to be a bit inconvenient, but we'll do everything we can to work with the residents. If any issues, complaints, or anything like that, can call me, talk to our inspector who'll be out there also.
Will you be doing any shutdowns of the mains to do connections and things like that?
Yeah, basically what it is, because we're putting that main in the same trench as the old main, we're going to have to put up temporary bypass. So everybody's going to be on that temporary bypass until we get all connections transferred over to the new main. That's why it's got to be done this time of year when it's warmer.
Okay. So I'm Karen Detloff. I'm with Metro Health Medical Center, and I was wondering if any of the water shutdowns are going to impact the mains going down Scranton toward the hospital or Terrace or Valentine.
We'll make sure about that. We'll check on that. We'll make sure nothing's cut off for you guys. We're very cognizant about that.
Okay.
And if
Appreciate that.
we'll work to make sure that does not happen.
And there's no parking from Metro.
I'm sorry, say again?
I'm not seeing that there's parking access anywhere.
Now, the only thing that we might be worried about is whether or not any ambulances come down Sackett to get to Valentine towards the emergency entrance.
Yeah, we make sure there's some notifications about that.
I'm
Make sure
thinking-
that emergency services are aware of that, what's going on out there.
Yeah, we can let our emergency management team know that this will be happening in that area, and hopefully they'll bypass that and come down Metro Health Drive or one of the other routes.
I have a question. It says that there may be changes in water quality, including increased lead levels. Should we be aware of, when should we look out for that? Will there be notifications about that possibility?
Well, first off, what I would say is we remove any type of I would have to say there shouldn't be that happening here. We remove any of our lead connections. If there are any on this project, we'll remove them. We take them off.
Right.
If you happen to have a lead connection on your home, we will replace that at no cost to you. Replace that, but we'll discover that. We'll just find it out when we start doing our work. Well, don't expect it to be any type of increase or anything like that in the lead levels. We haven't had that, at least thus far, that I'm aware of on our projects. It's
And they
just,
would you get a door hanger? If there
yes.
wasn't, if it did come up that you had lead removed, you'd get a door hanger, you'd get notified. Either the inspector would tell you personally or someone would knock on your door, or
After
you'd
the
get a
fact?
door hanger. What's that?
After the fact, or like, I mean, should we just start not drinking our water
Mm,
until the project is over?
No, that's not anything like that. No, that's not the case like that at all. The water is, we have safe drinking water.
Okay. It's just
And why would it say that we should be aware of increased lead levels?
That's a precautionary measure. We put that
Mhm.
out. It's mandated by the EPA.
Mhm.
And our water is safe. We run orthophosphate through the lines that keeps, you from ever being impacted by lead. But when there's a disruption to any line, we make sure we have to inform the customer, and we have to inform the customer of that possibility. In Cleveland, there's a significant inventory of lead, so we kind of pay attention and make sure that we cover all our bases. If in fact lead was removed from your line, you'd be notified, right away, and we'd want to make sure that you flush your lines and do the thing, take other precautions. You would be notified. We have a whole team on board that makes sure that you get notified and that everything gets handled. And we have really a very aggressive team that takes good care of that. I can make sure that someone from that team reaches out to you tomorrow if you like, to make sure that you are totally comfortable with everything that's going to happen. Would you like that?
Sure. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't understand exactly how it works, so maybe that would put my
Yeah,
fears at ease.
comfort level and make sure that you're comfortable with everything that's going on. So it looks like your name is
Thanks.
Joanna.
It is, it is.
Give me your last name and your phone number. I'll make sure that someone reaches out to you. I live not far from you, so I understand your concerns, and I'll make sure that somebody talks to you tomorrow and covers all your concerns, okay?
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So recognizing that there's a lot of old water mains in the city, are you planning any other water main replacement projects in this vicinity or in any of the lines heading towards the hospital either this year or next year?
That I don't have in front of me right now. But we can get back to you on that one.
Okay, that'd be appreciated.
And Miss Cleveland, Miss Stefloff, Miss Cleveland has your contact information?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Are they going to be working on both roads simultaneously, or are they going to do one first and then the other?
They'll probably be doing one first and then moving on to the other one.
Okay. Mhm.
They just have baked at the same time because to kind of give them some options of what they want to do
Absolutely.
first.
Yep, that
And
makes
they're
sense.
so close. It makes sense, so close to each other.
Right.
They just go from one right to the other.
Okay. Mhm. Could you put the slide up about the emergency numbers for the water department, please? There we go. I want to make sure I got that in my phone too.
Actually, Aaron is probably your better bet. I don't know.
For the emergency, if it's after hours, it would be the it still should be those numbers after hours.
The first after-hour line, is that with Terrace Construction?
Yes. For example, if you have to see like a bypass got hit, the bypass got hit, it's leaking or something like that, sometimes that can happen. That's who
Mhm.
you would call for that.
Yeah, you never know when something crazy happens or somebody hits something on this driving down the street and hits it.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, and they have a guy to come out and takes care of that repair.
Everybody happy?
Thank you.
I think so.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to
Thank you
stop
for scheduling it. Mhm.
I'm going to stop the recording, and we'll be speaking to each of you in the coming days, hopefully
Okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay, bye-bye.